So my personal advice, so don't wait till the last day to do your application. A friend of mine thought he would wait until the last day of registration to do his application, and then there was an issue with the with some IT issue that could not get resolved before the end of the business day, and so he just missed registration. Um, so for the application, carve out 2 weeks of time to do the application. Um, all right, so now, um, handbit, you'd mentioned that you want to take the bar in February.
Yes.
It's a handful, or at least it was for me, because when you live internationally, you have a longer application. Filling in the application, doing your coursework for the LLM, and doing the studying for the bar. Handling all three things, you're gonna have to do some juggling. So just be aware that you're going to have to pace yourself. So in order for me to fill in the application for the DC bar, I basically stopped doing my schoolwork. So for a couple of weeks, which meant then I had to catch up, and then I got behind on my bar stuff, which I was already behind on. So just keep in mind when you do this application, it's not an application that you're going to finish in a day. So or I want to say most people. I think if the way to finish the DC bar application in the day is to be born in the US, have a JD, never have a job, and never moved anywhere. That will give you will have so sort of little information on your life that you can get everything done in a day. But if you have lived a life and moved overseas, had many jobs, um, it's going to take a while to fill it in. All right. So the more that you've moved, the more information you'll need to add. Um, I also advise if you have a visa application or a background, if you've gone through a background check or a security clearance check, use that information to inform your application because you have all that information all together. So if you have a visa application and the visa application wants to know, where you've lived over the past 10 years and you have all that information filled in, so you don't have to remember stuff all over again. Just look at your application and take that same information and use it for the bar application. Um, and then add supplementary information if something can't easily be explained. And I've got a template for that. All right, so eligibility, you want to check to see if you're eligible for the bar exam. I spoke a little bit about eligibility previously. So difficulties I faced, one was figuring out exactly what was needed for the bar exam. So when I registered for the bar, there was no one like me giving a webinar. And I'm not sure, I mean, maybe the DC bar was, but I don't remember seeing any. Um, so um, I relied on my classmates. So we got through it together. Um, Keeping up with LLM studies and Barbary, I found that to be really challenging. Not having a clear roadmap from admin or faculty about bar registration. So I thought that, like, once was graduating, that there would be someone from career services to say, okay, here, we're going to help you with this bar exam application. But there was no one that like helped us. But I think that was because we didn't have a career services person for LLMs. It might be different now. So having to take extra credits so I didn't have enough credits, so I had to take extra credits to cure the deficiency in my shortage of credits. And then also needing to get my whole family on board for the importance of the bar exam. So I found that to be challenging.